Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. Just finished another long day of pre-production. Got one more to go. Everything's getting tightened up, looking good. This will be my last night in this hotel room with the dismal lighting. And then I move into the tour bus. And from there, we hit the road, and hopefully I can find some better places to do some beer reviews, something cooler than a hotel room. But for right now, it is what it is. Like I said, it's been a long day. Sun's been hot, and I'm definitely ready for a beer. So what I have for you today is this beer right here, Crispy as Hellas. And if you look at the can here, it was kind of hard to read because it's got that weird font. But the can still looks cool. It took me a minute. I figured it out. Maybe it's just because I'm tired. And this is another one of those beers from CLAG Brewing out of Sandusky, Ohio. I've said before, if you're ever in that area, you're going to Cedar Point, go check out CLAG. Their beers are amazing. Their food is out of this world. It's just a really great brewery, great food. I can't speak high enough about them. If you watch my reviews, I did have that one beer that I wasn't too enamored with. But overall, their beers have just been outstanding. And it's interesting to see them do a traditional Munich Helles lager. Because most of their beers are big over-the-top IPAs, big beers, lots of flavors, craziness. But it's cool to see a brewery do a more traditional style where everything's going to be just light and there's not a lot of crazy adjuncts in it. And this is a style of beer where if they screw it up, it's going to be a profound flavor error. You're going to really notice bad things in the beer. So a beer like this is kind of hard to brew in reality. Just simple lagers, Kolsch's, those kind of things are actually harder to brew than the big crazy IPAs and the crazy stouts, sours, those kind of things. So it's cool to see a beer like this because it shows off how good the brewer actually is. On the back here, as all their cans, there's not a whole lot about it. Just the name of the brewery and whatnot. Their logo is cool. I'll try to remember to put a picture of that up there. It's a really cool logo. And this was canned on January 9th, 2024. So it's getting a little old for a lager, but I mean, this is only April 19th, April 18th, so should still be good. It says it's a Crispy as Hellas, Hellas lager, 4.9% alcohol by volume. Keep cold, drink fresh. Well, not much else to read on the can, so let's just get into the beer. And this is on Untapped. It gets a 3.92 with 396 check-ins. Nothing on Beer Advocate. And once again, I'm using my iconic plastic cup. Because unfortunately, this hotel doesn't have any real glassware. And when you're living in a bus with 14 other people moving down the highway, you really shouldn't have a lot of glass around. So I'm stuck with these plastic cups. And that's crystal clear. I mean, look at that. You might be able to see. If the lighting was better in this room, you'd probably see my face through it, but that's pretty clear. It's got a nice, I think that's a whitehead. Yeah, it's actually kind of like an eggshell whitehead. That's a nice frothy white eggshell whitehead. Don't see a lot of carbonation in there. Let's go in for a sniff. Nothing. I'm not smelling anything. And maybe my nose is burnt out from all the spray paint and all the dust and everything else going on today, but I'm not picking up any scents whatsoever from this beer. I guess there's nothing left to do but take a big sip of it because you know what? I'm super thirsty, definitely ready for a beer. I'm exhausted. It's Miller time, right? Cheers, everybody. Poured that right down my face. It's that kind of night. That is crisp, clean, some subtle hops, and not much else. It's not bitter at all, but you do get a little bit of hop flavor. But it's not like a bittering hop, but it's just kind of there's a little bit of hop in there, that this has been brewed as a craft beer, not just some big macro lager. And that's really nice. It's just a nice, tasty beer. It's just got just enough of the hops, a little bit of sweetness to it. This is a delicious beer. It's a really nice beer. It's be a good beer on a hot day. This is a great beer after a long 12 plus hour day of work. And CLAG, you've done it again. This crispy as Hellas lager, definitely give it a horns up. Another excellent beer from CLAG. Hope you all think this is another excellent video from the Ginger Yeti. If so, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know down below. Have you been to CLAG before? Have you had one of their beers? Are you going to go see them on Amarth on this tour? Let me know. As always, embrace the adventure.